The plan so far is not going too bad. We received the mast yesterday as planned. The technical team is already working on it and looking forward to have the boat here in Newport on the 18th of May in order to be able to put the rig back on the boat and to be at the start on the 21st. Yes, I've been in touch with Benjamin. I sent him a text. We've been talking yesterday as well. The only thing I was able to do is to send some support, because I know it's very hard to get through that. We don't know yet if Guyot will be able to be, when Guyot will be able to be back on the ocean race. And again, I prefer to compete with people on the water instead of having technical issues. So it's always very sad, and looking forward to have them back on the water as soon as possible. Yes, it's always difficult to welcome boats that have been racing while you were dealing with issue, with a rig down, and dealing with how to be back at the start. Always hard. I don't like to be at the start. I don't like to be at the finish when I'm not sailing. Again, I'm focusing when I'm thinking of that. I'm focusing on the start on the 21st, knowing that we will still be leading the ocean race. It will be like a fresh new start, like the one in Alicante, and we have to sail like usual. But yeah, definitely it's not easy. But I'm happy for Charlie that he won here in his hometown. Yes, we just announced the crew for Leg 5. Sam Goodchild and Abby Heller will be back on board, and we'll have Yann Rioux as an onboard reporter. And we'll have Charles Caudrelier, very good friend of mine. We've been sailing a lot together, that will join the Holcim PRB crew as the navigator for this Leg 5. So no, I could not dream a better crew in order to be back with the Holcim PRB and the Leg 5, and looking forward of the start on the 21st. As usual, we are preparing on Leg 5 as usual. I mean, on the sailing, on the crew side, working with Jean-Yves Bernot for the weather forecast, Fabien Delahaye on the performance side. We've been discussing a lot with people coming back or arriving, the few things we've learned on the Leg 4, on the pilot side, on the performance side, and we are focusing on how to be as fast as possible on the Leg 5. But again, there is one point, as you said, but if I still have this point finishing in Genoa, for me it will be enough. Well, the first thing that went through my mind was how to keep the boat, how to get as many parts as possible to keep them on the boat, and how to keep the boat in one piece with as less job to do on the boat. Again, I was definitely focused on being back on the ocean race, and I knew that the only way to be back as quick as possible was to keep a boat as neat as possible. And then the second thought was how to join Newport.